Hello. Good day, everybody. Good day to, let's see who we got here. We got Mad Attack, we got Official Batted. Pro 5855, good morning. We got Chaotic Nuclear over on Twitch. We got Robert Williams. We got me. Thank you guys for your kind words. I don't know if I'm sick today. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm like, one ear is like muffled. One ear is muffled. I have pressure in like the sinus and my eye. My teeth feel thick. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody. But it's all on one side of my face. So I'm wondering if I just had a stroke. I don't know. But like, yeah, one ear, my left ear is muffled. There's pressure behind my left eye. My left sinus is kaput. And my teeth, like, I don't know. I'm acutely aware of my teeth. It sounds like we're all cool on it. Don't think he meant to do that. What, lag? I have the lag of the thing. So like your messages come up and then like I think you're 5 seconds later I get it, just because I was doing it without like any lag, with like a second of lag, and we were getting so many people who were like, hey, YouTube's being weird. So I turned it down. But yeah, I'm hoping I didn't have a stroke. I have a friend who had a is it Bell's palsy stroke? Like it happened, I don't know what it is, but it happened, and he was like, yeah, I lost he didn't have, it's not a stroke, it's just Bell's palsy, and he lost like the ability to control one side of his face for like a week and a half, and he had to tape his eyes shut to go to sleep because he was like, I can't close my eye properly. So he had to like tape his eyes shut to go to sleep. And I'm like, what a terrible existence that must have been. But yeah, we're here today. Hi. My glow, turn on my lights. There we go. But yeah, I'm hoping I'm fine. I'm hoping I'm fine. I'm probably fine. I don't know. I'm dealing with it. We're moving on. It's a whatever. Sinus infection that spread to the ear is what it kind of sounds like. That's sad. Yeah, it could be. Thank you, Depressed Slayer. It could be a sinus infection that spread to the ear. So I don't know, because the whole thing started, and it could have just been terrible timing. That I was like, a couple days ago, day before yesterday, I was like, oh man, I'm gonna clean my ears. So I got a Q-tip, which you're not supposed to do, and I cleaned my ears, and I was like, oh, it feels so good. And I cleaned my ear, and then I was like, oh man, my ear feels stuffy. Ear feels stuffy. And then the next day, everything went to crap. Most important question ever: have you hydrated today, and are you eating good? Are you eating a healthy meal every day for breakfast? I'm not eating a healthy meal every day for breakfast. Because my typical meal for breakfast is 2 eggs, and I don't know if you know this, but we're not supposed to be eating eggs right now. So yeah, I haven't been eating breakfast. Today I had a McGriddle. I don't know if that counts. And yeah, and then I had a large McDonald's sweet tea, which is essentially water, this morning. So I think I'm good. I think I'm doing really well. My typical meal for breakfast is 1.5 Pop-Tarts. Why? What do you do with the other half? Is that just for the next day? Anyone else's YouTube acting up? I don't know what it is. YouTube has just been that way. But you can also find me on Twitch. Got an email from Sam's Club. Why shouldn't we be eating eggs right now? I think there was a massive egg recall. Someone recalled eggs. They remembered them. Massive egg recall, and so eggs are expensive. And like, there've been so many recalled that eggs are expensive because there's a limit. I don't know. I have a very small stomach. No, I understand eating 1.5 Pop-Tarts. I'm just saying, what do you do with the other half? Is that just for tomorrow? Is that just like a tomorrow thing? Is that a problem for another day? Okay, there we go. I think I'm gonna let my... You throw it away? You throw away a half a Pop-Tart every day? Good thing I have chickens. I want to get chickens again, but the problem is it's 110 regularly right now. And I want chickens. I just don't want dead chickens. I've buried too many chickens. So, yeah, I want to get chickens. I just can't. It's too hot. It is just too terribly hot right now. Like 110 degrees every day here in California. So, I don't know. It's a whole thing. Also, my kids recently got a Tamagotchi. I hear it going every 5 seconds. I feed our dead chickens to piggies. I don't have pigs. I have dogs, which is why so many of my chickens have died. Yeah. So many. So many dead. Awesome. Get some drawing done while we wait for people to hop on in. Hope everyone else's morning is going well. Oh, I'm trying. Oh, I'm trying. I actually have been working on a video that is like, hey, here's how to draw Pokemon, at least in my style. I hate doing the like, here's how to draw Pokemon, because I'm like, I think that I'm pretty okay on the style, but I don't consider it, this is how you do it. It's kind of that whole thing, like when you get hired for a new job and you're getting trained, and they're, you know, the guy's like, so this isn't how you're supposed to do it, but this is what I do. That's like what it is. So I'm trying to figure out like how best to verbalize so much stuff in that script of like, how do I say this is how you do it when it's not how you do it? Know what I mean? It's like that whole thing, like when you're an artist, it's hard to describe. Like you could be an artist, you could be draw every day. Someone's like, are you an artist? And you're like, I wouldn't call myself that. I saw like a post about it the other day or something like that, where it was like, if you are an artist, it's the only time that I actually started like actually calling myself that was when I started doing YouTube for work, and I was like, well, I am profiting off of it. So I guess it qualifies. One like a sumo wrestler type of thing. But it's also a character that doesn't have legs. How to steal Stern's job. That's how you say. I mean, yeah. I'm not worried. I hope people try to steal my job. I hope that everyone who's like, I've gotten into drawing because of your videos, I hope that they're like, and now I'm going to make YouTube and steal your audience. I'm like, please do. Not that I hate my audience, but I'm just like, I think we need more people who do art. It's such a thing, like, Mrs. Stern is working with a school right now, and part of the thing she's working on is like, hey, we should really get an art program, because most schools don't have art programs. And she was like, how much would they have to pay you to come in and like teach art once a month? I was like, they don't have to pay me anything. I'll pay them. There's not for no apparent reason. Why? Well, I guess you answered that. No. Isn't how you know, kind of not necessarily how you were taught or a standardized correct way. How to draw like the Sterninator. See you in general chat. Nice. I'll maybe take a look at it later. Also, I've been getting a lot of messages, and I'm going to say it again. I say it every now and then, but just to remind people, like, I don't necessarily respond to Discord DMs just because I don't want to be in a situation where something like Stern said this to me, and I'm like, oh, I didn't. And it's like deleted or changed or whatever. Because you can edit your messages, right? So it's like, you could say like, is your favorite Pokemon Toxicroak? And I'll say, yes, absolutely. I couldn't agree with that more. And then they'll change their message to something else and screenshot and be like, look what he says! So I try to not be, unless it's like a commission or something, like it's an active job opportunity. So just be aware. It's not that I'm ignoring you. The legs a little. I feel like that does. Now he looks like he's dancing. Now he just dancing. So. Make a sumo style character here. Oh no, I'm really gonna see. Is that Baymax? No. Candace posted everything must go for the back rooms. Oh, nice. Did you see the fully colored Aussie Shepherd Pokemon? Oh, I did. I think I liked it. Or I replied to it, but I did see it. This geometry is all wrong. But that's why it sketched, I guess. For their kit, but I've been going back to a lot of my old designs and redesigning them, and this is kind of that. I got time. Bigger. I want him to feel bigger. Take the head down. I bet I can. Yeah! What? That's kind of what we want. What brushes do you use? I use the standard brushes in Photoshop. Like I use this dithering brush that's like thickness based on pressure. That one. And pretty much that's it. Like the three main brushes. Serge, are you gonna miss all your fans in school when we go back? Yeah, I will. I mean, I try to put my stuff so that I can, like, streaming is its own thing, obviously, but that's why I, like, release my videos at the time that I release them, because it's typically lunchtime for a lot of people, and then, like, in the US at least, like, lunchtime for a lot of people in the US, and then also the time that people are, like, getting out of school for the other part of the US. Also, analytics said this is a good time to do it, and I said, who am I? Question. I'm kind of like Trying to not make it look like Hariyama, but also still have that, like, sumo vibe. I don't know why I'm spending so much time on that corner. That's going to be fully covered up by... Yep. Are you going to miss all your fans? Yeah. Are we? Over here where I am, people are already back in school. Mrs. Stern is a teacher, so acutely aware of when school starts. It's when I wake up and she's not in the house anymore. Hello, my love! A note. I have gone to work. Oh. Okay. What am I gonna do all day? She's like, you should be working too. I'm like, oh yeah. Where I'm at, the only school that starts up is the college. There are so many Greek life people, it's so loud. The note says, don't forget to water the dog and feed the plants. What? What? Boomst! Ron, why do you have a little check mark next to your name on here? Is it a verified account? Is that... What does that mean? Hi guys, Ron here. Hi Ron, guys here. Water the dogs so they grow big and strong. I was at the hospital once, and my neighbor called me, and was while we were at the hospital. Goes, hey, just a heads up, your dogs are killing your chickens. And I was like, there's nothing I can do. Come on. I feel like that's pretty close. It means I'm better than you? No, I know that. And other quotes from my dad. I can numerically calculate that. I can't spend too much time on the Pokemon's crotch or people will think it's weird. But I do have to fix it. Oh, no! Over? I don't do that over. Without that. School isn't right. I'm gonna do it over. Shout out from the Philippines, Sheehan! Also my dogs. My dogs! All hell Stern and Ron. A little sumo rock? Kind of. I'm hoping it'll become a little bit clearer as we get to, like, doing more with them. I don't know if I'm gonna sell this. This might be a sell. This might be a... I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Keep getting that angle wrong. There we go. You're spending a lot of time on the crotch. I am. I know. I'm aware. That's how I feel when I draw trainers. Because I'm terrible at drawing feet. In that style, at least in like the Pokemon trainer style, because they're so weird with how they handle the architecture of that. And I'm like, I can't spend too much time trying to get this right, or people will start to say things in the comments. Be like, that guy's spending a lot of time on the feet. Banned from his local family fun center. I am banned from my local family fun center. I told this story last time. They said, hey, do not come back. And I said, okay. I said, you will rue the day. You will rue the day. What Pokemon do you agree on that is definitely but not really the best? Like, which one do you both agree with that could be better but is okay as it is? I hate Barbaracle. I also have come around a little bit to it, but I think that is the best definition of the category it's in for me. Is it's okay. I would like to see changes made to it. There are some things of it that I don't care for. Barbaracle. It's not my least favorite design, but it's also not my favorite. My least favorite design is Bramblegast, because it's awful. No, I will not be going into any further detail on it. You're terrible. You're all terrible. I love you, but you're terrible. Love when I'm embarrassing. Are you actually make that fun, but not too much fun shirt? I'd like to. It's just it's hard to make the shirts, but yeah, I'd love to. I think it'd be a ton of fun, but not too much fun. It'd be a great shirt. I'd love to. Maybe in the future. Boxing glove and a plushie and a skeleton. I want to draw him and him. Told him because I made him there for the first. Cool. I finally finished My Hero Academia yesterday. I fell off. I want to get back into it. I fell off. I fell off when Ron made fun of me. Not because of, just within the time period of. Because I said I want to get into more anime, and he said, "Oh, you should try this show and this show and this show." And I came back to him and I was like, I started watching Vigilantes. It was like, you started anime by watching a spin-off series? And I was like, I like it, it's good. Fills me with pleasure and glee. That's a joke that I don't think that's a phrase that I think a lot of people aren't going to understand. I was like, I'm referencing something with that, ha ha ha. And I realized no one's going to know what that is. I say, it fills me with pleasure and glee. That fool. Same layer. Weird amount of fan service. I don't think I like. Does it? I mean, I guess. I wouldn't say any more or less than any other anime. I said it fills me with pleasure and glee. I was like, that's a fun joke that some people will get. And then I realized nobody's gonna get that. Nobody's gonna know what that phrase is from. Unless you're currently looking it up. Which I know some of you are. Even then, I don't think. from a song that I was listening to in the car on the way home today. It being a pervert. Here's his ramen. I like ramen. My favorite thing to eat, and I made it for myself the other day, and I was so happy, is I will have 3 grilled cheese sandwiches and a can of tomato soup. A lot of tomato, and it's a lot of grilled cheese. I'm also lactose intolerant. Man, do I love meat. Man, do I love to just grill a cheese. And then I die a little bit. And it's all worth it. It's all worth it. With garlic butter? No, no, no. Regular grilled cheese. But here's the secret. Here's the secret. You want to know the secret to a good grilled cheese that a friend bestowed this information upon me, and I've never gone back? Mayo. Mayo. It's bread, mayo, cheese. Oh! I've never gone back. Bread, mayo, cheese. Oh. Make your grilled cheese with mayo. If you haven't, simply divine. Miracle Whip, which is blasphemy. Miracle Whip. Miracle Whip is not mayo. Miracle Whip is, at least in the house that I grew up in, Miracle Whip was its own thing. We had mayonnaise and Miracle Whip because we did not consider the two to be akin to one another. Toasting grilled cheese with mayo? No, no, no. Gotta all be together. It's gotta all be together. I'll grill it with the mayo. Oh! Oh! So good. So lightheaded. I don't know what sick that I have. But I don't know. Also, I filmed a collab the other day, and I feel like lately every time that I film a collab, I have to like preface it, and I didn't this last time. Like, hey, just a heads up, I'm so ill. Like, I have been sick each time I filmed a collab recently. Like, hey, just a heads up, I am not doing great. I don't think I do. Even if I did, I'm a grown man, so I just deal with it. Are you basically mentally unwell? No, I'm not basically mentally unwell. I am very likely clinically unwell. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. You guys might actually see me die on today's stream. Can I say that on YouTube? You guys might see me pass out on today's. I don't know. Fingers crossed that doesn't happen. But if it does, I actually thought about that before I got on. I thought, would that boost the numbers of the number of views on this if I did pass out and it's just nothing on stream, like nothing happening on stream for like several hours until I wake up? Would that boost numbers? Would that be terrible for the algorithm? Like, what would happen there? And then I realized, like, am I a workaholic and thinking, hey, maybe the best thing for my channel is if I did suffer a medical emergency? We can't call wee woo for you. I did like get on the phone yesterday with some friends, and I was like, oh, we're going good. I'm talking, I'm hanging out, I'm doing whatever, and we're good. I'm not passing out or anything. But today, I don't know what it is. Not feeling great. I mean, not feeling 100%, I'll say that. Hey, Sterny boy. Hey, Strange Star Trek, right? Been kind of mad all week, man. Maybe it's time for a good foe. Stern. Oh. Ooh, don't tempt me. Hi, Stern. Sorry I'm late. Oh, it's no problem, VSVDDJJJ. Sounds delicious. That's a good call. The place that I go to get pho is phenomenal. But there's a picture of the owner that he has on the wall. Hi, Greg. There's a picture of the owner that he has on the wall, and it's like, here's my family at Christmas. Here's my family at Halloween. Here's my... And it goes back several years, and I'm like, that's so sweet. And I look, and the guy looks the exact same. And I'm like, what's happening here? That this guy's like, here's my family and me. And I'm like, why do you... These pictures go across the realm of, I'd say maybe a decade at least. Guy looks the same. Exactly the same. Not even like, wow, he's aging well. Dude's not aging at all. Freezing up. Maybe. Darn stream. Thank you, Nameless NPC. When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see marching band. Said, son, when you grow up, would you be the savior of the brokens, the beaten and the danged? There we go. Have you done a Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon an episode? I have. If you have and or still play Yu-Gi-Oh! What's your favorite card? Ooh, I know this. I know this. I know this. My favorite card. I love the Ojama Trio. I love the There was a time when I had the Ojama Trio card, like I had Ojama Yellow in my wallet. Because I'm far too cool. Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Yeah, judge me for what you will on that one. I love the Ojamas. I think they're so funny. They're not great. They're not great cards. I know that. And anyone who's gonna say like, those guys, that strategy sucks. I'm like, no, I know. That wasn't the question. Whomst is there? What's going on, Boston Hills? Welcome. I'm sorry that you're not able to leave now. One of us. Yeah, one of us now, kiddo. Maybe the arms fully? The idea is that this is a laundry sumo. What if I did all these dark spots? How would that be? Not terrible. Yeah, it's not terrible. And it fits the vibe that I'm trying to go for. Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Ooh. I have a friend who recently, they were like, I think they were like struggling for money or something, I don't know. And they said like, I just found my Shadowless or Borderless, one of them, Photon Dragon. And I was like, that's, you did it. Problem solved. I did open the new packs lately because, I don't know if you guys know this, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Finally started doing like, hey, what if we do full arts? And it was like, yeah, because everyone's been buying those on Etsy for a good long while now. So yeah, smart move. Oh, you're fine. Looks like he's made of socks. Perfect. That's what I wanted. Mission accomplished. We got him. He's a laundry sumo. I do want this to be dark, though. I feel like it doesn't... Vibe. Vibe? I had vibes. I can vibe. We can vibe. That's a vibe. Gold sock monkeys. Perfect. We're on everything that we need it to be. You heard about the council, I'm not a part of it, just made sure you knew it existed for if they eventually reach out to you. I saw some comment on one of my, because, you know, just so you guys know, I do read the comments from my videos. I saw a comment about it that was, someone said, you need to join the council. And I didn't know what that meant. And fun fact, I still don't. But I did get a comment like that that was like, you need to join the council. I was like, I don't know what that means. Do math for the stats of 10 Pokemon and I can't speak in the background, so I'm gonna leave for a bit. Oh, you're all good. We're gonna go fingerless. Gets throw, kind of. Kind of a fix to throw. It's an old design that I had actually before Sock and Throw became a thing. It's a design based on a character that I came up with, I think when I was in like probably 3rd or 4th grade. Potatoes. And now I'm selling them all on all these designs I had that I've had for years, and I'm like, I'd rather get rid of them. Like, I have a whole video coming out that's going over a bunch of old designs that I have from like Instagram and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, and then I'm gonna sell them all, put them on the Ko-fi. Part of me sad about it, but I'm also like, I'm doing nothing with these. And people who are like, oh, you should make a game. I'm like, I've tried. Do you know how insanely difficult? Easy to say. Not easy to do. I've tried several times, but there is so much that goes into a surprise, surprise, game development's hard. Mainly it was just like, oh, I can draw the Pokemon, but do I want to draw the Pokemon? Pixelate them, learn how to do pixel art, or hire someone to do pixel art, and then do that for every single one, plus back sprites, plus trainers, plus locations and everything that I'm like, this is a lot more than I anticipated. So I've tried, and then so I'm like, I'm not doing anything with these designs. He's back about some time. It was a polar bear named Polar and a figure made of 2-dimensional squares called 8-bit. He was made of 11 squares, but hey, who's counting? Who charged to voice a character for my game? I kind of want to make a FNAF game based on Showbiz Pizza. Star Tracker, send me some info about it. And we can talk. Because I'll say I'd love to. I just don't know. I would just have to make sure that it's not like, can you voice a character for my game? Sure, great. Here's all the racist stuff we need you to say. You know? But I'd love to. I love the concept of voice acting. Just get help from other people. Do you want to give me the money? Help from other people? Because usually that's the stopping point. Is like, wow, this is going to be tremendously expensive because I have to commission artists to do the pixel art. I have to commission artists to do everything. And I'm very much a person who's like, I would much rather do the stuff myself. But it's stuff that I can't do. Oh, I guess I'm just kind of stuck, right? Do the story. I don't want to do that either. I much prefer to make the beginning to a story and be like, here's kind of what I'm thinking. Make a video about it and then roll on. In the case, she's racist, don't worry. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, Discord's fine. Send that my way. The problem is, and it's a stupid problem to have. Maybe it's not stupid. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I got on like casting call where I was like, oh, I can now go and apply for voice acting role. And then I was like scared, and I was like, I don't want to do it. I'm scared. People are mad at me or I'm doing a poor job. I'm so scared of rejection, I think is the problem. I don't know if it's like a trauma thing or what, but I'm so scared of like trying stuff and it not working out. It's why it took me 6 months to decide I should do YouTube. Because I was like, I don't know if this is going to work, and I'm so scared of it not working. What kind of mouse do you use to draw stern? I use a 10. I'm Rokito. Where do people commission me at? They commission me here. Like, here's the linky link. It's going to pop up right now. Rahar. Fill in all those spots. I'm gonna do it now. Oh, and I'm going to Disneyland soon. I forgot. I keep remembering and then I get all excited about it. Actually, what we're drawing? We're drawing one of my old Pokemon designs, which is a sumo wrestler made of laundry. It's actually part of a it's the wrong color. Actually part of a branched evolution line. Depending on how the laundry's folded. I think I remember this. It's an old one. On my my Discord, I think he was on a True Green video too, where we were like redesigning each other's stuff. And I think it was Umbreon Libris who redesigned this guy to make him much more like laundry-esque, like polka dots and stripes and what. That's cool. Plan to go back to the Family Fun Center? Maybe. Who's commissioned this? No one's commissioned this. This one's all me, baby. It's all your guy, all your boy. Kinda looks like he's a meatball wrapped in ravioli. Ravioli. Ravioli, ravioli. Give me the formioli. Love me some classic SpongeBob. I'm so sad about what Nickelodeon has done to SpongeBob. And I get, like, people are like, oh yeah, the new SpongeBob, I'm a fan of the new. It's like, yeah, that's cool, that's fine, you can be. Problem is that Steven Hillenburg, who came up with the idea of SpongeBob, who invented SpongeBob, and ran the show for years, always said, like, here's my rules for SpongeBob that I would like to happen, and how the rules of the show and characters are. And basically, once he passed away, because he passed away very young, Nickelodeon was like, well, this is essentially our Bugs Bunny, so we're gonna do all of that stuff. And it's like, well, that was directly against his wishes. And they're like, well, we own the character, he's dead, what are you gonna do about it? So that makes me sad, is that in accordance to, like, SpongeBob. SpongeBob is very sad, given that, like, its creator, who was a marine biologist and had a lot of care for the characters, once he passed, Nickelodeon was like, we no longer have to follow the rules that he set in place, and we're gonna do our own stuff. Like, I think part of that was he said, like, I don't want any movies. And he finally broke and was like, you know what? Yeah, we'll do the SpongeBob movie. And it'll function as, like, an end to this era of the show. The other thing he said was, I don't want any spin-offs. No spin-offs of SpongeBob. It's its own thing. It needs to be self-contained. Every story needs to end with no continuation. That's just how it is. Once he died, Nickelodeon was like the day, not the day, but like within the coming months after he passed, Nickelodeon said, we're unveiling the Patrick Star Show, we're unveiling Camp Coral, we're unveiling all this stuff, like, right after he passed. An Adult Swim cartoon? It was! Was it Stern who made the SpongeBob Fakemon, or was that another? That was another artist. Yeah, it was meant to be in, like, the same realm as, like, Ren and Stimpy, where it was like, we have a censored version, and then we have another version. And then, the Adult Swim version, and, yeah. A lot of shows were like that. Like, I think Nickelodeon passed up on, I'm very much demonizing Nickelodeon here. But, you know, they did not respect it, did they? So, but Nickelodeon passed on Adventure Time. It was like a cartoon, not a cartoon. A part of, like, their, like, kablam type of setup, where it was like, oh, we're gonna see what shows people like, and what we're gonna give a chance. And they fully passed up on Adventure Time. So you were live and literally went, ooh, he's live. Anyway, what are we talking about today? Everything. Hi, Tweakers. Me and True Green both made Mickey Mouse characters. Mickey Mouse Pokemon. I made one right after I got back from Disney, because I was like, maybe, as I was like, tax write-off, maybe. Yeah. So we both did. And I remember because he messaged me after and was like, hey man, I did that too. And I was like, oh, cool. Are we mad? It's like, no, we're good. Duplicate, do 3. Like a 15. Look at my guy! Look at my handsome boy! The other Disney characters, Pokemon? You mean all of? You mean the million? I don't know, maybe. I think mine was like a fighter. Ron's was like ink for the Mickey Mouse. Name is Don Shoney. He's a Don and like dojo, and also chonies, which is, I believe, Spanish for underwear. The laundry sumo. What? Ah! I'm gonna get myself something. Refreshing water. I'll check after live because I want to make one best of the Treasure Island. Oh, fun! Actually, break funny enough. Nice. This is kind of the defensive version, and then we have a offensive one. Then we have the other one. But these are my, like... they were kind of my redos of Sock and Throw. I don't remember if I came up with them before or after Sock and Throw. I don't remember. Sock and Throw. Sock and Throw tell. I also did a, I think I did for fun, or for something, I did like a Las Vegas themed Sock and Throw, where they were both Elvis impersonators. I actually really like Sock and Throw. I know some people have their qualms about them. I like both of them. They're ridiculous. Something this month, but System of a Down announced a show in Brazil for the next year, and I could, oh, you're fine. No, that is perfectly acceptable. That is perfectly acceptable. Go, get down with the sickness. What color should I do as the shiny, since I also said that the colors of what color I should do for the shiny team? What I do for shinies is I'll typically just go and change the hue and see if there's anything there that, like, speaks to me. Like, oh, I'll change the hue. Ooh, this as a blue thing is kind of cool. Now, oh, and I could change this color to that. Oh, and this one really makes that color pop. That head's far too big. I did that on the other one, too. Looks like a chameleon character, or whatever, however you pronounce the game. The Haydn. What are we drawing? So I did this sumo wrestler style character based on laundry, and I'm gonna do this one also based on laundry. It's a branched evolution, but one is defensive and one is offensive. Dark electric type Gila monster. Oh, that's cool. Gila monsters are always cool. Never seen a Gila monster I didn't like. Yo, y'all. Hey, Purple EXEO13. But they're based on, these guys are based on how you fold laundry. That's why they have two different forms. Go, there we go, there we go. I always forget the name of the, I'm sure someone will remind me. The fighting bear. Cubfu. Yeah, so they're both Don Shoni, but they're different versions of Don Shoni. Don for, like, Dawn. like a boss. And then Shoni for Spanish name for underwear. Your chonies. Their laundry. Don Shoni. Yep. I have to remember I have a video coming up. Back what I missed. Not much. Oh, you're fine. I haven't seen it. No idea what we're talking about. Alright, let's see. Everything. I'm gonna cheat the head just a bit here. Not just a bit. Fully cheating. What style do you fold them in their pre-evo? We're gonna get to the pre-evo. Just offensive style and defensive style. My eye is throbbing. I've also, I don't know if it's the time of year or what it is, I've been getting a ton of, like, proposed sponsorships where they're like, we would love to sponsor you. I'm like, oh, awesome, yeah, let's... I feel like I talk about this because I'm not saying yes to any of these people. But these types of sponsorships specifically, I've been getting a ton. Like, I have probably 8 emails about sponsorships, and out of the 8, 6 of them are... Is French Teapot here? Out of all of them, so do you have no commissions? No commissions right now. Not worried about it. Out of all of those emails, out of 8 emails, 6 of them are, would love to sponsor you. That sounds great. Yeah, what's it about? They're like, here's our AI platform that we think, sorry. And I try to be kind about it. I'm like, unfortunately, my fan base, and as well as me, we do not support AI. So while I would love to take your money, and trust me, I would love to, I can't do that. I don't feel comfortable promoting something like that. And it's just like a bummer, because it's like, sponsorship is nice, for videos. I'll take most sponsorships. Like, I have some weird ones that I'm like, absolutely, I will talk about it. But, so many of them are AI based. What would you sponsor? I sponsor most things. I don't say no a lot. Like, and that's kind of the joke with my stuff is like, when I get weird sponsors, I'm like, absolutely, sure. They're like, really? I'm like, yeah. Like, I don't think I'm allowed to talk about any specifically until they're out. Like, you get them and it's like, this is weird. I'd love to. This is an interesting sponsorship opportunity. Yes. But yeah, like, I get so many that are like, oh, we want you to push our AI platform. And I'm like, can't do it. Will not. Money's nice, but but blood money? No, I don't know. It's a weird thing. It's like where you draw the line. How much would I sell my soul for? You know? I have an all dog video coming out, by the way. Corgi. Let you know that. They were like, I want more dogs. But I'm scared to commission. I just like, heads up, I have an all dog video coming out soon that I'm actually really excited for. I want to see more dogs. Bust out them dogs. All dog for me? Maybe not for you, but yeah, it's a all dog video. I don't know. It's a video that's going to require, I think, not even saying it for the meme, just 6 or 7 designs. And I think I have like 4 or 5 of them done. So it'll probably be out next week. Next week, Friday, or the week after, Wednesday. Also, that I could kiss you platonically joke. I have almost that exact same joke in today's video. Almost verbatim. I think it's today's video. It is today's video. See, I'm not like some of the other creators where it's like, well, I have my videos planned out several days in advance. I'm like, when the video's done, it goes out for Patreon supporters and everyone. So sometimes it's like, hey guys, here it is. Full video tomorrow. Or a video for everyone else tomorrow. And other times when I'm crazy ahead, when I get really ahead, it's like for summer, I was going out of town for a good long while, and I think I uploaded like 4 or 5 videos ahead of time for supporters. I think I know what your dog video is. Guarantee you don't. You can guess. You're more than welcome to guess, but I guarantee you don't know. I can confidently say. It's Paw Patrol Pokemon? How did you... No, it's not. It's not. That's a smart idea, though. Paw Patrol is coming out with their, like... Is it out? Their dinosaur movie? Here's our secret backdoor pilot for a dinosaur show movie. Once they were like, wow, here's our newest recruit, Liberty, and then didn't put her in the show, I was like, we're done here. Also, I gotta say, I love knowing weird stuff that it's like, why does Stern know so much about Paw Patrol? Paw Patrol! Paw Patrol! They're on the double! Patrol, Paw Patrol, whenever you're in trouble! Yeah. Round Adventure Bay! Paw Patrol's making a dinosaur movie? I think it's... They're not making, it's done. I don't know when it comes out or if it's out already. And they're like, well, look at these dinosaurs, it's crazy. And I'm like, this is so clearly, like, also fans, did you like the movie? Because we're gonna make this a show. Like, it's so clearly that. Which is fine. It's just one of those things that I watch and I'm like, okay. Like, we're all aware of what's happening here, right? Listen, I don't know what the dog Pokemon vid is. I'm gonna time travel to find out. Ooh. Show business for you. It is. It's fine. You know, I draw Pokemon that are popular for the time and now. So I get it. Sometimes there's stuff that comes out that I'm like, I don't want to do that. But I also know that it's gonna be a banger. Like I have a Grand Theft Auto video geared up. I don't think I've fully played any of the Grand Theft Auto games, partially because my parents were very like, we don't play that in our house. Alright. Understandable. I mean, it is Grand Theft Auto. So I never got into it, but I'm also like, I know the hype is there, so I have the video ready. Not the video's not ready, but the designs are ready. I'm like, I just gotta make the video when it's time. The marketing of Buddy is the unicorn thing. I'm always very wary when there's a ton of marketing push for stuff like that. I'm like, is our money all going into marketing and not into the actual development of the movie itself? Maybe that's dumb, but I have noticed that so many projects where they're like pushing marketing so heavily, the movie's not that great. I will say the only exception that I can actively think of is Backrooms, because their marketing was very purposeful in the way of like, hey, this is a YouTube. We need people to be aware of this because our fan base is aware, but not everyone is part of our fan base. We want to see the movie. So I feel like that was one where it's like, yeah, it makes sense to push super hard on the marketing. Eyes come back. So I can put the two. A mascot horror. It is. Starring Keegan-Michael Key as Buddy. Which I just found out on TikTok, because I guess everyone was like, wait, that's Keegan-Michael Key? You would like a hint for today's video? It's a video type that we've already done. We're revisiting. We're revisiting something that we already took a look at. Yes, San Andreas. Oops! Oops! Grandma was accidentally super cool. I had friends who had it. Like, I'd go to their house and they're like, yeah, this is the game. But none of them, like, played it. They were, like, played the story. It was a lot of just, like, here's the game. You go and you steal cars. And I was like, okay. And I didn't find out till years later, like, oh, there's actually story to this game. Commissions, would you be able to take a commission that isn't Pokemon related by chance? I would suggest DM me on, Discord for it. Just because I know how long that a Pokemon commission takes for the videos, but I have no idea how long whatever else it is. Like, I've done D&D commissions where it's like, hey, here's our 5 characters. First off, that takes a long time. But then I also go into a little bit more detail with the characters. So it ends up being a much longer project. So I would say DM me. But I have no issue with it. Go to thesterninator.com. My website's still up? It is. Okay. Like, me and some friends did a D&D camp, homebrew, and like I did this one for us. And you know this, it's terrible quality. I can't download it off my own site, and I don't know where I have it saved. But this takes a little bit more time, so it's usually something where it's like, if it's something that I'm not aware of what it's gonna be, DM me on Discord. I'm Terminator. Figure it out from there. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, I also have a website, thesterninator.com, where you can see other stuff that's not Pokemon related. I have not updated it in quite some time, but yeah, it's there. A lot of like monster and creature design type stuff. Oh yeah, the last time I updated it says check out our latest video of Stranger Things. I'm like, oh yeah, so that's old. How we handle it. Ah, yes. Did do something. Angel Dust Pokemon that brings me back. Oh, are you on the site? I have it set to the head. Neck are the same. For the you're in trouble round Adventure Bay. Thought I referenced that. Down, we're yes. Cool. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. I went to a friend's house and we were watching. He was like, "Hey, we're gonna watch. We're gonna catch up on Skibidi Toilet." And I was like, "Oh, are you serious?" I was like, "Oh, that's funny." He was like, "No, for real. We need to catch up. I haven't seen the latest episodes." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, let's do that then, I guess." It was fun. It was cool. It was just also like, this is very surprising. Watch Paw Patrol with my cousin who is now 20. Is Paw Patrol that old? Fun Center, would I go to jail or you? I don't know. Unironically, watching Skibidi Toilet is crazy. That's what I've heard. I've heard like it's like there's an actual storyline here that is worth following. It just happens to be all focused around Skibidi Toilet. Like I've heard like it's an actual thing. Like it's an ongoing storyline. You just have to get past the idea of like, also it's that meme that all the kids are, like every young kid is doing. Like once you get past that, you're like, it's actually a good story. I haven't watched it apart from just going to that one time, and my friends were like, okay, so this is what's happening. And I was like, you can save your breath. I could not care less. So here's what's going on in the show. It's okay. You can enjoy your show. You don't have to feel like you gotta run it by me. So I understand. I'm not gonna care. I have another friend who was like that. Like, he was telling a story once. I don't know what it is. Oh, it was Andrew 1. It was the one from, that we ended up getting kicked out of the Family Fun Center. He was telling a story to all of us, and as a joke, in the middle of his story, because this was in high school and I'm kind of a jerk, still kind of am. in the middle of his story, I go, "Oh my god, nobody cares." And he goes, "Oh, thank God, I was so tired of telling the story. I just thought that I had to finish it." Why does white chocolate Kit Kat taste like crap? Because it's white chocolate. Because it's white chocolate. Milk chocolate is the only true... If there's anyone here, is there anyone here whose genuine favorite type of chocolate is dark chocolate? And I'm not talking like, I'm not saying this is your chance to pretend to be edgy and different. I'm saying, genuinely, is there anyone here who's like, dark chocolate is the best chocolate? Happening. Oh, I'm on the clone stand? That would be me. Dark chocolate. I am such... What is it about it that you like? Because for me, the thing is, chocolate isn't supposed to be bitter. And that's all dark chocolate is. So for me, it's just, listen, if you're like, hey, would you like a chocolate Stern? And I'm like, oh yeah, absolutely. And you're like, here you go. And it's bitter. We're getting in a fight. We're going to fight. Not argue. We're gonna throw fisticuffs. Like, you may hear that and be like, oh, we get an argument. I'm gonna hit you. If you're like, hey, Stern, would you like a chocolate? And you hand me a dark chocolate and I don't know and I eat it, there's going to be... I'll just say violence. There's gonna be violence. It's not up to me. It's just what will happen. This is not a threat, this is a warning. Hello, Yellow Dragon M9H. Rude. You're right. It is rude to like dark chocolate. I agree. We're all on the same page. I said it last week too. I was like, Mrs. Stern recently bought us some chocolate-covered almonds, and they're dark chocolate. And I'm not a dark chocolate fan, but I am an almond fan, and so I've been eating them like crazy. And I'm just like, I'm like, this is fine. It could be better. I know how to make this better. Dark chocolate, are you gonna hit them? No. Don't turn a joke into something like that. If you give me dark chocolate and you're not a child who are prone to mistakes, we're going to have a problem. Sour candy. Don't tell me it's sour and then eat it and it's not sour. I like sour candy, but I will say... No, that's it. I like sour candy. But I also like candy that is sour candy because it's, like, sweet. Putting in your videos? Oh, thanks! It's from the YouTube audio library. From the YouTube free... Which they, like, keep trying to take from us, by the way. Like, it used to be, you type in free audio, like, YouTube free audio library. It was like, here's every free audio that you can imagine that you could use for your videos. It's like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. It's like, yeah, and here's some that you could use, but you do have to credit the artist. And I'm like, that's fantastic. And now, if you go to the same link, they're like, it's a different thing. It's weird. I don't know what it is. I don't like it. It's like, focusing primarily on the attribution and accreditation. It's like YouTube trying to make extra money. They're like, listen, we need money, so we're gonna push that. It's gonna be a lot harder for you to find free music. So I found the old link. I found the old one. I bookmarked it so that I could use the music as I always have, because YouTube keeps trying to take the free music library from us. But they can't take it from us, so they're hiding it. They like changed the link for it. Pokeformer, hey. What's my favorite candy? I love hot tamales. Despite the fact that every store near me is refusing to carry them. I don't know if hot tamales is going out of business or what, but they're becoming increasingly harder to find. They are becoming increasingly hard. Someone doesn't want me to have them. Understandable. Find them. Chocolate covered cookie dough, it's so good. Ooh, stock and throw. Kinda. These are my versions. I came up with these years back. Either before or because of Sock and Throw. I don't remember. But I was like, I'm gonna redesign these guys. My old designs. Which may just be Sock and Throw. It very well could be. Very well could be that I saw Sock and Throw and was like, I don't like that. When I was in like 3rd grade. But like, I'm gonna fix it. And so I did that as a kid. Now I'm doing it again. But these ones are, they're the same Pokemon. They just evolve depending on the fold. Got one. Got two. Look at these. Look at my big handsome boys! Look at my big strong boys! My candy is not going out of production. Good. Delicious order. My favorite candy bar is Paydays because I'm an old man. I love peanuts. Like, my favorite candy bar is a Payday. Which is, at the very least, 99% peanut. I feel like that's the cop-out, right? Like, what's your favorite candy bar? A handful of peanuts. Let's draw what these guys evolved from. Chonji. Three Musketeers is good. They're just expensive and they're hard to find around here. Also, the joke with these guys is they're Don Shoney and they're wearing underwear on their head. Like, that's the joke. Their heads are underwear. Three Musketeers is a good candy. I love the fluffiness in them. They're just hard to find, around here at least. What about Frito-Lay possibly ending production of Fritos and Doritos in the next few years? Good. Hot take. Good. No! necessarily. I'm fine with Doritos. Not a big Frito fan. They smell terrible. The taste is not worth it. Go on. Fight me about it. They're not great. Fritos are bad. Frito boats are okay. But, I mean, it's mainly because of the chili. It's mainly because it's an ingredient. I mean, I'm not eating a handful of butter either, but a slice of cake, yeah, maybe. Fritos are god-awful. I'm tired of pretending like they're not. I'm tired of pretending like they're okay. And anytime that I do say that, people are like, oh, do you not like this? They're a fine ingredient! They're a fine ingredient. You know what the best chip is? You know what the best chip is? You like them in your chili string? I do! As an ingredient, they're fine. But as like a food, as like, hey, here's some Frito chips, I would pick, if I go to a family pack of chips and only Fritos are left, I'm not gonna have chips. I'll just decide I'm not having chips. Onion ring chips other than me? Funyuns? Funyuns are my favorite chip. Funyuns are the best chip around. Funyuns are the best chip. Pringles are best chip, though? No, because I can only ever eat 80% of the chip before I have to either turn the thing upside down or squeeze my big meaty hand into the canister. Don't come at me here with tennis balls trying to pretend they're chips. Pringles are okay. Pringles are good, but not the best chip. Best chip, Funyun. Got fun in the name. It's got fun in the name. Funyuns are best chip. Always. Forever. No further questions, Your Honor. But Pringles melt in your mouth? Hey, I got something to tell you, buddy. That's not what chips are supposed to do. Pringles can't legally be called chips? Explain. Explain to Pip Pap. I wouldn't go as far as to say they're not chips. Like, Yoo-Hoo, I know, can't market itself as chocolate milk because there's no milk in it. There's another one. There's like an ice cream place that's like, they can't say that they're ice cream because there's no cream. I buy the big canister of Pringles sour cream and then just proceed to eat half of the container like tomorrow. Like Pringles, I'll say Ruffles are a good chip, but not by their lonesome. I mean, by their lonesome, they're fine, but they're made to be dipped. What's in Yoo-Hoo? Nobody knows. No, I don't know. It's just they can't market themselves as chocolate milk because they're not milk. they're shelf stable. You can store them for longer than you can milk. And that was their purpose, was like, oh, it's chocolate milk-ish, but it doesn't have milk, so it can be kept at room temperature longer. So it's actually like, it's not milk because milk wouldn't allow us to do... Because milk would limit them too much, I guess, is the way I'm trying to put it. So they said Yoo-hoo is... If you look at a can of Yoo-hoo, it is chocolate-flavored drink. Getting the Chester's hot fries. They're good. Not a chip. I wouldn't classify them as a chip. Chips aren't fries. Unless you're in Europe. I will tell you something, though, that I say all the time. And Mrs. Stern is like, you're a sinner. I don't know if I can love you anymore. Is the snack that I'm taking my hand off the drawing tablet to say this. The snack that I abhor more than anything else. The snack that I despise more than anything. The thing that people love, I cannot eat it. It is disgusting. It fills me with so much anger and rage. I hate Cheez-Its. Disgusting chip. Disgusting chip. I hate Cheez-Its. Hate them. Why the hate? They're disgusting. Oh, they're disgusting, and they're messy, and they stink of cheese. And they just, disgusting. Do you like it with extra cheddar cheese? No. Cheez-Its are good. Most of the flavors. No. The same thing I would say for Goldfish crackers. They're crackers. Yeah, I said snack. I didn't say chip, I said snack. Same thing for Goldfish crackers. I can't stand them. It's like, do you not like them? It's not that I don't like them. They make me angry. Here's how much that I dislike them. A friend of mine from high school became their spokesperson, and I was like, that's fine, I'm still not going to eat them. They're like, well, it's my job, and I have to push them, and I was like, that's fine, we can still be friends. I hate them. That and Takis. I have nothing against Takis. I understand people like them. I understand they're a fad. I never liked them. I'll say that proudly. I never really cared for Takis. Felt very much like it was like, this is... I think it entered like 6-7 territory, where it's like, it's more that I don't like the meme of like, oh, Takis are so good. It was more that than me actually not liking the taste of Takis. Mrs. Stern loves cheese. We went to Pizza Hut specifically because I heard that they were selling... We're not a Pizza Hut family, but they were selling like a giant Cheez-It where it was like the size of your hand. And I was like, I know that she likes Cheez-Its. I'll take her to go get that. And we got it. And she was like, oh, it's so good. Do you want some? I was like, I would rather pull into oncoming traffic. Thank you, though. I appreciate the effort. That's how much I love my wife. That's how good of a husband I am. I took her to get the food that I hate. Because I saw it and I was like, hey, they have this thing and I know you'd love it. She didn't know about it. I was like, they have this. I know you love it. We're going to go get it. And she was like, wow, that's great. I was like, don't push your luck. This is... They fill me with so much anger. Yeah, they had a giant Cheez-It. They were like, yeah, we're selling this huge Cheez-It. Is anyone interested? And I was like, get out of my town. Like, what? Get out! Leave! I'm rethinking making the underwear Pokemon be yellow. I'm rethinking a lot of that. Burger King, by the way, Burger King is the worst fast food chain. Every time I eat their food, it makes me genuinely sick to my stomach. I think I've had Burger King maybe twice in my life. One of the times was the chicken fries, and buddy, that was fantastic. They were like, we made chicken fries. They're like fries, but made of chicken. I was like, say less. Like, I can only drive so fast. This is my first Stern stream. I love you, goat. Thank you, Little Low Life. Little Low Life. I was trying to read it as Little Wolf. Before I realized that's not what it says. Burger King's business plan is to just wherever they open any town that opens a McDonald's, Burger King opens a Burger King. That's not me being facetious or rude. That's literally their business model. Is wherever we don't go looking for places to open. We find places where they're opening a McDonald's and we go there. Not me being facetious. That's literally how their business runs. Little Wolf, Epic the Musical. I've been listening to Epic the Musical on repeat the past like 3. Every morning, so every day that I'm doing a live stream, I do like vocal warm-ups in the car on the way home, which is just essentially me singing, like doing karaoke in the car. And past couple days, it has all been Epic the Musical. Phenomenal. Ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves. All the Poseidon songs are my favorite. He has the voice actor has a stupendous voice. What is Epic about? It is the story of Odysseus. It's the Odyssey, but as a musical. Swimming with the sharks now. Let him live. That and I love Suffering. Suffering is such a... That's my other... so good. So good. Good. I hate Antonius, but his voice is so good. In the first half of the Odyssey video, I hadn't... So here's the thing. When I did the Odyssey video, I hadn't listened to Epic yet. I hadn't listened to Epic yet, and so that's why I didn't reference it, because I was like, I don't know anything about it. So I didn't reference it in video, and then I think immediately after I did the Odyssey video, I did go and watch the entirety of Epic. And then I watched the entirety of it again, and then I watched the entirety of it again. And I still keep doing it. I need the Odyssey done with Pokemon, like Mystery Dungeon style. Ooh, that'd be fun. What one-eyed Pokemon would they come across for the Cyclops in Mystery Dungeon? If they were to do a Muppets style, like, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, where it's like, we're taking this iconic story and we're turning it into Pokemon. What would it be? What would the Cyclops be? I'm trying to think of, like, big one-eyed... Oh, yeah, it's Dusclops. You're right. I was a fool to think anything else. So is Just a Man actually something in the Odyssey? It's not in, like, the Odyssey isn't a musical, but yeah, that whole premise in that whole section is in, to the point that, so, okay, listen to this. So I watched Odyssey, and there's a scene in the movie where he plucks the bow, and it is the song, it is the notes of Just a Man. In the Odyssey movie, where it plays like the ba ba ba, and then he plucks the bow, ba, and I'm like, is this a reference to Epic? Or is that wholly just like, oh yeah, we didn't know, that was an accident, whoops. Yeah, I felt like, did they steal this from Epic? The musical? That they made, like, Odysseus' theme in that a song from Epic. It felt like that. It felt like they kind of stole this. I'm just a man trying to survive. I'm just a man who's trying to talk. Epic has mentioned. Has he? What did he say about it? Was he like, yeah, they stole that? It's so blatant. It's hard to ignore and be like, oh, it's hard to genuinely look and be like, oh, interesting coincidence. Because it's like, that's so blatant. When does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a flame? When does a man become a monster? When does a ripple become a tidal wave? The reason become the blame. When does a man become a monster? Were you a theater kid? I was not. In the songs, I tried posting a video on my own version and it got copyrighted. Boo! Serenaded from the jump. Hey, Robot Red. I love Epic. It's so good. It's so good. Look at my little family. Him and his two dads. Is your name Robot Red? It is a little family. One big laundry family. Brothers. Oh, they look so puntable, like a volleyball. Yeah. They're made of laundry. Shirt, shorts, and underwear. Yeah, their names are, the two big ones are both Don Shoney. And then the little yellow guy is... Everybody's waiting for the picture. I'm a meteor, and I'll become a flame. Does a man become a monster when become a tidal wave? Some become the blame. Does a man become a monster? They fighting ghost? No, they're fighting normal. Many weaknesses, but I love them either way. I can take him in a fight and take him bits. You have like offensive fold, defensive, standard. He's just a little guy. Aaron called it. He did. Normal fighting. To the tightest of hugs. You guys will be on Kofi. How much money for a comm? The prices are right up top there. Comment a lot gaming 2363. Hi, welcome. Prices are right there. I'll go ahead and send the linky link over. Press the button. I don't want to press it again. I press it. Oh, there we go. It's pressed. That's why. They don't need the type of hug that makes you wonder, is this person okay? Me too. Same. Look at these little mans. They're gonna be on the Kofi. First time at a stream? Lorna McPherson. Oh, Lorna McPherson. Yeah, 1703. Nice to meet you. How you doing? Hey, Data D. How you doing? Doing good. I'm doing good. I'm fighting some kind of terrible sickness with my body right now. That somehow soda and tea aren't fixing. Somehow, sugar and caffeine just aren't helping. Normal fighting? Normal fighting. Boys. Let's open... Is it this one? You and Brush... Is Brush... Is Grim sick? Is Grim also not doing well? Sniffling while they stream. Oh no! I'll have to let them know. My stream tells me that you are also sick. I drink more water to cure sickness? No. Better mean that old Pokemon. They won't be. Mainly because, when I stream, they're recording. You don't do. Or the recording is fine. It's just, it's harder. Ah! I need to make shinies for these guys too. Don't I? Hope they're in a future video. They probably won't be. I struggle with putting stuff from lives on videos for a multitude of reasons that are all very boring. What we think is shiny wise? Probably just inverting the colors. 2 Mega Evos. Quick export as PNG. I'll put this in my Doodle on Demand folder. Call it Kofi Shoney. Look at the behind the scenes how I make these, and then Kofi Shoney 1. Oh, that makes me sad that Grim is sick. Like my me, it's fine. Take me, demon! Leave them alone! There we go. Ooh. Ooh! Now let's do some shinies for these. Beep bop bump. Eat out go. For this one, we'll just do standard white, like a paler cream color almost. Does your dog video have like a theme, or just look at these? There's a theme. There usually is a theme. That's not what I would love to actually copy that. Don't want to lose my original file. Shiny. Making some Chinese. That sounded bad. Making shinies. Or I could just, I was gonna say I could do the Latios thing and just make them both purple. Probably not gonna do. That red looks sick. There we go. See, here's the problem. I actually kind of like them better with invert. That's the problem. I kind of like them better with the inverted. But then again, I guess that's like part of the thing with a shiny is you kind of you want it to feel cooler. Right? Yeah, Robot Red's got it. Like, oh, I like them better this way, and it's like that's what makes you want to catch the shiny. Quite done. I'll say this, the dog video that's coming up it's something that doesn't have to be dogs. That the theme doesn't have to be dogs. I just am. I'll just say it doesn't matter. So I have a video where I'm working on what if rather, you know, looking at something that doesn't typically evolve Pokemon and using that as a way of making a Pokemon that can evolve into one of several different things. Kind of like we saw with what's its name? What's it? It's what it's. They have low key and amped forms. I'm constantly forgetting their name. Yeah, like Eevee uses the stones. Toxtricity uses, yeah, that's Toxtricity, thank you, Molly. Toxtricity uses the, what is it, like, the personality. You know, we have all that. Farfetch'd is like, oh, when it finds critical attacks, things like that. But I thought, what if there was a Pokemon that evolved based on what status condition that it had at the time of leveling up? You know, like, oh, it leveled up from a fight where it was paralyzed. It leveled up from a fight where a battle where it was poisoned. Things like that. And I was like, well, I'm going to use an animal that's known to adapt easily. And I was like, oh, a dog, right? So is that the dog video? Yeah, you want to see some of the puppers? Let me just open up my kennel. What did I title this file? I didn't title it dog. Oh, I titled it status. So your options right now are fairy, electric, or ice. Those are the ones that are done. Hey, chaotic nuclear. Would you like to see fairy, electric, ice, or the standard before it evolved? I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll come back and see the votes. Fairy, ice, electric, or non-evolved. I'm trying to pay $20 for commission, but it's not letting me in. What? It should. You're taking commissions? I am, but I'm being told that the link isn't working. And it's not working by Data D, who's in there a lot. Let me fix this and then I'll show you the, it looks like the dog, the normal dog. Let me try and tip myself and see if that works. Kept throwing out every time I try to get into PayPal. Oh, is that? It's just my phone being dumb. Quick, everyone send some money. That way we can test. I haven't changed any settings, so it should be. It even says I'm live right now. Alright, normal. You want to see the dog before it evolves into anything? I want to pet that dog. This is its base form. Kind of a... I wanted it to have an Eevee-esque quality to it. So this is our pupper before it adapts. And each version is based on a different type of dog. So like right now, oh, I don't know what the fuck the fairy one is. I don't remember the name. Opera, feel free to take your time. There we go. Opera comes up. You can update. I don't want to. What is it called? What's it called? What's it called? Oh, the fairy is a Berzoi. I'm probably saying that wrong. The fairy is a Berzoi. The ice is a Husky. And the electric is a Jolo. Louis vibes. What if I'm gonna change the, if I change the hue a lot? It'll... Now red healer, maybe for the shiny. Initially the shiny was white, but yeah, I could probably do a red. Probably be like this. Eyes are terrifying, but it's a shiny. That is far too. Yeah, so it'd be like that's the shiny. It's a red healer. That's what I'm working on for probably Friday's video. Next Friday's video. I want to buy it, but I can't. It'll probably be up. Oh, that's gonna suck. It'll probably be up on the Patreon at the end of that video. But given that it's a Pokemon with 5 evolutions, they all come as a single package, which is 5 times. It'd be 5 times. It'll be 6 times 40. It'd be $240. Jeez, I'd probably knock that down at the very. I have no idea. No idea. I have no idea what the plan is for it yet. I usually come up with the plans far after. Like, I did the weapons video, and I was like, I don't know what to do with this. And then I kind of came up with the story as we went. Like, as I was writing the script, I was coming up with the story of what was going on. Chart it! Chart it! Chart it! Chart it! Welcome to the internet. Have a look. Anything that brain of yours can think of can be. Does art is messaging. If you guys don't follow does art, by the way, on Instagram, you got to get on that. Amazing artist. That much, yeah. My Ko-fi, I have a bunch of stuff that's on sale right now, too. I recently, so basically everything from, I want to say, probably, maybe before this summer, that's still there, is for sale at about 50% off. Like, stuff that's typically $50 is now $25. I think probably stuff that's like $120 is now down to like year 7. I don't remember. Able to buy, but we can sure consistently show the freak up. Absolutely, showing up is to me the most important thing. I didn't get it. You think I got into drawing Pokemon on the internet for money? Momo is the only dog starter, but it's one of 3 fire dogs. 3, right? Ish. It's one of 3.5 fire dog line. Say half because Hisuian Growlithe. For like 50 to 100%? No. Unfortunately, I can't. Commission days are usually a hefty part of my paycheck. God, I don't want to talk about this. About like money. So, but there's a system that I have for anyone who's interested in like, oh, I'd love to become an artist on YouTube as my job. I'll talk about this for a quick sec. If you're a person who wants to make money on YouTube as your job, as like an artist of some form, I'll break it down like this. YouTube Actually, I'll do it like this. Make it a little bit easier, a little bit more pretty. Just for, because I know a lot of people come in and they're like, oh, I want to make YouTube just like you. I want to be just like you, Dad, when I grow up. So we'll do it this way. The main points of making money as an artist online. Get my stuff ready. For my TED Talk. Like we would buy if we could. No, I get you. Fine. I'm saying I don't do it for the money. If I did, this was a terrible plan. Like main sources of income. You're at that time where you feel like I'm in danger, but you're not. It's just your brain. Oh, panic attacks? Yeah, I have them all the time. I had one last night. I was just sitting at my computer, and I was like, my heart is racing. Am I okay? And then I was like, oh, I'm fine. So, like, if you're a person who wants to get into doing, like, art and YouTube online and doing stuff like that, like, kind of like, you know, myself as an example. This is essentially my 4 points of income. This is the way that it works, at least for me. And I hope that what I'm talking about helps people. Because I know a lot of people are like, I want to do YouTube, I want to get into this. Here's how like the pie chart breaks down. Okay, and it does break down. There we go. Okay. So YouTube accounts for probably like 30% of what you're. Again, I can only use myself as the example here. I don't know what everyone else does. Ko-fi is probably. Oh, Ko-fi. Ko-fi sales are probably about 40 to 50% income. You're making something that sells. You're selling product, which is why it's like, whenever I do my videos, I'm always like, oh, don't forget to check out the Ko-fi, because that's probably 40 to 50% of the income there, right? Making something that sells. And that's something that took me forever to figure out. Like, I was literally, the way that this works with like moving into YouTube and art as the job is part of it was, oh man, I'm struggling. This is a lot harder. This is a lot more difficult. And I was cleaning out my computer, and Mrs. Stern saw me cleaning out my computer and said, hey, what are you doing? I said, I'm cleaning out my files that I don't need. She said, why? I said, because I don't do anything with them when I'm done. They just take up space. And she was the one who brought up, why don't you sell your stuff? I was like, that's kind of genius. And so I started selling it on Ko-fi while also making it something that you can acquire on Patreon. Patreon is probably, I think that's the thing that everyone is like, oh, I just got to get a Patreon. I just got to get a Patreon. Patreon's going to help me a ton. Patreon's going to be the big thing. Patreon is probably 10% of the income. At least, again, I'm using myself as the example here. Patreon is about 10% of the income. YouTube is probably 30%. And I'm going to adjust some of these numbers here. Because, so we're at 40. It's probably, yeah, it's probably closer to like 30. Even that feels wrong. Let's do this. 20. This is probably 20. YouTube, where it's like, oh, I want to do YouTube. This is 20% of your income. This is 20%. Doing the YouTube thing, 20% at best. At best. So now we're at 30, which leaves us with about 35% here. About 30. And this right here is commissions. This is the live stream. That's just commissions, right? So it's live stream commissions, external commissions, things like that. And this all adds up to making a paycheck that the person could ideally live on. But I get people a lot who are just like, oh, YouTube is the money. It's not. If you're going into this saying YouTube's where it's going to be, it's not. You have to find other areas that you can venture out into with this stuff. there are multiple parts to the money. Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like a lot of people don't get that. A lot of people are like, if I do YouTube, that's my total income. Not typically. And again, I can only use myself as the example in what I've experienced in the past, 2.5 years of doing YouTube is, it's like, this is the split, right? Who's this? Congratulations, getting a new job in a new industry. Oh, hey, congrats. Hating the Revavroom line. Can I get a poison steel type muck Evo based on industrial waste? So here's the fun thing. I wanted to do this picture the other day, and I couldn't figure it out in time for a video, so I didn't do it. But I've been thinking about this. So, yes, we can absolutely do a poison steel type muck Evo. Look at everybody's coming in. Look at this. Chaotic comes in here and is like, I got a great idea. I'm going to commission. And then everyone else comes in and says, oh, I had the idea too. I want to do it too. It's fine. I'm happy about it. So we're good. But yeah, you know, it's one of those things, like, when you... I should really just make a document that outlines all. I get people a lot who are like, hey, I want to start doing what you do. And I'm like, there's so much more. There's so much more than just that. Just so you know. I love Muck. Muck is one of my favorite Pokemon. Always has been, always will be. Look at that boy. Ugh. Handsome devil. Handsome devil. Based on industrial waste, we can do that. The problem is going to be trying to make it not look like Garbodor. Versus the fundamental of all in this day and age. It is. It's a nightmare. It's so terrible. Because I'm so bad at keeping track of that stuff. I'm so bad at keeping track of it. Want poison steel type muck evo. So an evolution 2 muck. Black sludge with a green tint. Love me Muck. I think I fell in love with Muck mainly because the anime and like Ash's Muck. Like his was the goodest boy who just wanted love. Did he catch it as a Muck? I don't remember. Or did he catch it as a because I know the episode that it came from was that one where it was like, oh, there's all the muck in the sewers. Remember, did he catch it as a muck or he caught it as a Grimer? My favorite Pokemon is Toxicroak. I love me a good toxic type or poison type Pokemon. Love me a good poison type Pokemon. I used to say my favorite was ice type, but then all of my favorite Pokemon were poison type. And I was like, why do I say ice type? I like ice type as an idea, but all of the Pokemon that I like are ice or are poison type. Love bug types. Bug types are cool. I wish they got more love. I don't have a special frog-shaped lump in my heart. Might be too... I was gonna say, you should really get that checked out. A little bit for our friend. Getting there, getting there. Love Muck. By the way, I have to say this, my little secret. I've had people who've been saying like, man, Stern, your Pokemon's cries in videos have been a lot better lately. I can tell that it's not like stolen from other Pokemon who currently exist and repitched. Super cool, because most of them are just me screaming into the mic. Like, I had people for the alligator one that I did, where they were like, oh, it's so cool that you use like the sound of an alligator chirping, a baby alligator chirping for the sound. And I was like, that's literally me going to my mic and going, ooh, 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 and then pitching it up or down. And we love you for that. Thank you. Or like the big dragon ones where I just get in the mic and I go, and I'm like, great, now just pitch that up or down. That one hurt. Dog for a little puppy? I mean, your dog is a little puppy, is it not? I'm a grass type fan. Most times my team is fighting or other things. Mind you, Tinkatuff is now in the group of favorites. Mind you also that she's fairy type. Grass type is cool. There's a lot of types that are like overlooked, or people are like, oh, that's a weak type. I'm like, nah, they're cool. I love almost all Pokemon. Also, I have to say, Chaotic, the way that you put this where you're like, Revavroom is my least favorite. I was like, please don't make me draw Revavroom. And you're like, so can you make a Muck? I was like, oh, yeah. Like, Revavroom is one of my least favorite Pokemon. And then I did my Grand Theft Auto video, and I was like, I have to draw Revavroom several times. It's gonna suck. That's fine. I was just like, please, no. The vibe with its geometry. It's too much like, look, it's a car. I'm like, okay. What's the story? They're like, well, it's a ghost. I was like, so it's a ghost type. They're like, no. Also, a Alolan Muck is Chef's Kiss. Chef's Kiss. I want to kiss him on the mouth. With consent. I hate Muck because of Koga's. Oh, just because it was a strong Pokemon? Well, I think for me, like, it's interesting to bring that up, like, that it's like, oh, I had an experience with Muck that made me not like it. For me, I remember I was like, oh, Muck is a cool Pokemon. It's whatever. You know, it's a cool Pokemon. But in Pokemon Red, there was the glitch where you could find Missing No, but also there was a glitch where it would take a random Pokemon assigned by, like, number values, etc., and in the same area, make that Pokemon level 100. And for me, it was a Muck. And so it was like, oh, I'm here on the island. I was like messing around with Missing No. And it was like, oh, also, here's a level 100 Muck. Like, what? And at the time, I didn't hear anyone talking about that. And so I was like, what is this that I've stumbled upon? And it's like, yeah, it's a part of the whole thing is it also spawns a level 100. Like, the same glitch spawns a level 100 Pokemon in the same area as Missing, though. And it just happened to be a Muck. Alolan Muck is so... Peak design. Peak design. Anyone who says otherwise is a liar who should not be trusted. Guys, you know where to find me? Do. My enjoyment from Pokemon comes from experiences with them instead of a general superficial opinion, but I have the Pokemon taste of a 12-year-old boy, so fair enough. Yo, Muck got an egg in his mouth. Muck is an egg. Runny boy. I wanted to make my water type starter have that trickling sound that water has, but I want to mix it with something. I don't know what, but I want it to be mixed with something. I did that for the video coming out today, the water sound. I look up Goldeen. Goldeen has that water trickling sound too. And they get away with it for its cry. I almost so much, but I'm gonna miss you platonically. We will miss you too. We'll be here. Be here when you get back. I've been here the whole time. I think we just make the MSU, the Muck Cinematic Universe a thing. I love Muck. It's so good. I was scared there for a second that I merged my sketch layer with my regular layer, and I was wrong, which makes me happy. Is that anything? Crude? Crud! Yeah, that's exactly how I saw it in my head. Boltund named after my Aussie Shepherd who is now dead. Oh, sad. Hey, Stern, sorry I'm late. I had an appointment this morning. No problem. Hope everything's going good, man. Love you. Do you guys want to hear a Stern story? You guys want to hear a story? Dead for the... There we go. Always want to hear a Stern story. Someone else draw while I work on designs from my fan game. Nice. What is my favorite race car from NASCAR? Mater. Next question. The other day, it's bedtime. Well, it's close to bedtime. I'm sitting at my computer, and Mrs. Stern is chilling on the couch, and I like pipe up, and I go, "Do you hear someone yelling outside?" And she goes, "I hear the cats." I said, "No, I hear someone like yelling." Just Christopher Walken mumbling, but pitched down a few. I said, I hear someone yelling, like screaming. She goes, I just hear the cats. I go, oh, well, I'm gonna go check it out. And I open the door just in time to hear the phrase, I'm complying, you don't have to point that gun at me. To which I close the door. And I go, it's definitely someone yelling. Turns out there was like a high-speed chase that ended. Par sound. Bing. Turns out there was like a high-speed chase that ended in front of my house. And what the person was talking about was not gun, but was, they had tasers drawn. And I was like, this is interesting. I went to my other window and I watched the whole thing. We're drawing an evolution to muck where it becomes steel poison type. Ooh. They were so close to catching Sternity. Fun night. Like, we don't live in a bad neighborhood. It just happened, like, I messaged my neighbor who had just recently moved. And I was like, dude, there is a whole thing going on in front of my house, your old house. And he was a sheriff before, and he goes, oh yeah, I looked it up. He says it's a high-speed chase that just happened to end right there. Nothing to do with us. And I was like, oh. But yeah, it was like, what's happening? Sir, get inside! I was like, okay. You don't want any part of this, do we? I also went to a event recently as the Sterninator, and they're like, we need an actual name put on the paperwork, and I was like, I don't want. And so I told them, oh, my name is Stern Nadir, and I was like, I'm keeping this name. This is such a good name. Oh, my name is Stern Nadir. And they're like, okay. And I was like, that worked. Stern Nadir's Peak. Yeah. I was like, we need your actual name for this. I was like, Stern Nadir. I said, okay. I said, there's no way. There's no way that we're just getting away with that. Doesn't want us knowing his real name is Garbanzo. I do know someone whose name is pretty dang close to Garbanzo. Bye for now, I need to go to work. Bye, Robert Williams. What is your real first name? Why would I tell you? I mean, my real first name is Stern. But I was like, I don't want to give out my full legal name. Stern Nadir. My first name is not Stern. But I am jealous of guys like Loxton, where it's like, has a name that you could easily assume isn't the real name. Like, Loxton's name is, I think his first name, I don't know, I'm not gonna put him on blast in case. But his name is Loxton. And I think that's cool. I assume yours is fake. It's fake in a sense. Most people that I know do just call me Stern. What is a name? Would a Stern by any other name not drawn as sweet? Nice. Hit him with that Shakespeare. Ah, William Shakespeare, my old rival. If it isn't my old rival. Billy Shakes gun. Ah, my nemesis. Billy Wobblegun. Everyone's Stern his real name, even in private now. He's just Stern. Feels weird to say anything else. Yeah. Just Stern. I'm just Stern! Anywhere else I'd be a Stern. Is it my destiny to live a life of blonde fragility? I'm just Stern. We're Stern. We're Stern enough. I want that Knuff sweater so bad. But I looked it up online and it's like $80 and I was like, that's a lot. That's a lot of money for a sweater and a joke. My name's Stern and so am I. Put that manly hand in mine. Serious person every time you say you're Stern. I am a very serious person. I am a real person. Hey world, check me out. Yeah, I'm just Stern. Maybe I'm Stern. Put that manly hand in mine. Spend the money, Stern. Hi, Stern. Hi, Robot Red. What do your kids do during summer? And you're live? They go to... So, I do this thing where we pay... by the way, Jules, I told the fools. I do this thing where we pay... I don't know what the sum of money is. But we pay a sum of money, and they can go to... This is so stupid. I realize how stupid this sounds. We pay a sum of money, and they can go to the trampoline park as many times as they want. And so, Mrs. Stern just takes them to the trampoline park. And they just stay there for several hours. While I stream. Like, it's that, or like, we have, the zoo. We have memberships to all these places like that. Just because it's fun. Because I freaking love the zoo. So, it's the wrong thing. So, we have that where it's like they can go to the zoo, they can go to the trampoline park, they can go wherever. And so it's just different stuff like that. Really cool. Thanks! That's what I was going for! Big. You can go anywhere except the Family Fun Center. Yeah, we are not allowed at the Family Fun Center. We are not allowed. I think they've gone. I think I was taking them before to go mini golfing or something while I was streaming. But yeah, not permitted. An additional $40 and have your license plate also count as your park pass for any national. Oh, really? That's cool. Start college again next week. Nice. Are you pumped about it? I didn't do great in college, but I know that some people are actually really excited about it. Going back and doing. It wasn't for me. Was not for me. As you can tell by me drawing Pokemon. Also banned from that Disney place? I'm not. I have a friend who is. This is coming along nice! I'm going to change this to be just a little bit more saturated, though. And we'll bring in a little bit more wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. Business year since I found myself getting too exhausted in plumbing. Fair enough. Happy for you. That's awesome. Nice when you find stuff that you can be happy doing. I pray that's... Oh, no. I was asked to leave. I wasn't banned. And it was Goofy. He knows what he did. One. 10%, 15 higher with that heat index. Jeez. So hyped for Dogfit. That video comes out in like a week. He's so gooey. Can I get shouted out puppy video? Probably not. My lines. My beautiful, beautiful lines. Can't shout out everybody. I didn't bring enough for the class! There we go. There we go. Ooh. This drawing, and all I heard was my lines, my beautiful lines. Yay. Got problems. Now that I don't have any work today and that today there was no work. I just realized that now. Nice. When I worked my other job, I didn't have work sometimes, mainly because I refused to do it. Because I was trying to start a Pokemon Empire. He's bald! She's bald and she's kidnapping people that have hair! One time I was at my parents' house, my dad goes, hey, your hair's kind of thinning out a little bit, huh? And I went into a panic for the next probably 6 months. I'm fine. But it was just one of those things where I was like, what? Have you ever abandoned Team Green? Like didn't get a grass type starter? Well, I mean, the early days of Pokemon, I used for Alligator because he's the best. Because I love him. I love you, but not in the way that you want me to. Someone keep an eye on the clock for me at the top of the hour, so in like 13 minutes I have to drop today's video. Heck, come on. I'm going to Disneyland. Disneyland. I'm gonna punch Mickey in the throat. Disneyland. No one can stop me because security's not that fast. Disneyland. Want to go the different way? I want to add a bit of FNAF feelings if that's something that's not usually in the beginning of the game. Go for it. I believe in you. I believe! I believe. Don't forget, I sent money. I know, I got you. Got Chaotic, then we got you. Papa not forget. Papa always remember. Disneyland. Wanna go to Disneyland. Gonna drink the pirate water. Drink me that pirate water. Pirate water. No one can stop me because security's not that fast. at Disneyland. You are like Papa. That one got me a little bit. When I was a kid, I was so scared of acid rain. I watched a lot of Transformers, and I was like, oh, acid rain I have to constantly be prepared for. I don't think you should drink the water. I'm gonna drink the water. No one can stop me. My body hurts because I drank the water. The pirate water at Disney. Disney. Land. And I'm taking you all with me. Gonna wear an iPad on my chest so that you can be there too. Turn musical when? When I get all the other Pokemon artists to be in the musical with me. Disney Fakemon vid? I did! I made it last time that I went to Disneyland! Gonna kiss Minnie on the mouth. I'm gonna make Mickey watch Disneyland. They can't stop me because I paid for a ticket. This is part of the ticket. Do you like my idea of a gesture Pokemon that evolves? Yes. That's a married woman you hone. She's not married. He's not married. She's a grown woman who can make decisions for herself. She is Minnie Mouse. Oh! I want it to be like me doing this, like singing, gonna go to Disneyland and do all this, and then cut to me at Disneyland, and they're like, we can't let him in. Why? We have people here who watch your videos. No. I didn't go to Disneyland. Like smash cut, just gonna go to. We can't let him in. Why? Why not? Little Disneyland home wrecking sometimes has a snack. Sir, we can't let you in. Why? I'm gonna go on soaring. It's not at Disneyland, it's at California Adventure, but it's basically the same thing as Disneyland. All hail crud. All hail crud. I have a mascot named Michael Mouse. Mechanical? Ooh. Look at this boy. Isn't he neat? Don't he smell like old pennies and feet? Wouldn't you think he's the goo who has everything? Got goo and goo. He's got goo. Does he have goo? He's got plenty. But who cares? No big deal. He wants goo. Sinking in goo, you don't get too far. Goo was acquired for sticking, slurping. This goo made of goo. Up where they goo, up where they goo, up where they goo. Video in 3 minutes. Thank you, Crow. I just saw that. Wandering goo. Wish he could goo. I haven't saved since we started. Let me put that video up real quickly. Put that video up right quick. And then we're going to hop on Data D! A little early. I posted at 12:58. Oh, it just hit 12:58. There we go. She wheezing on my Grimer till I'm nice. Don't do that. Ooh! What if we made this metal? Or like, I just goofing around. It doesn't look. It looks too dirty. Yeah, I prefer the silvery bits to pop out more. Did send you my highlight screen. Okay, I'll take a look at it later. I save my document so that we can have the goo. Alright, I'm gonna use the restroom and then put back and get Data D stuff. Data D, did you send me what I need on Discord? You did! A fusion between these, but that is 4 Pokemon, sir. All right, we'll see what we can. Pokemon. Oh, those leaves will. All right, give me a second. I need myself this. You guys don't hear me in the rest. That'd be a. It's me! Alright. Best for my video idea since I already chose the puppet, aka the marionette, aka Charlotte Emily. I don't know. The live stream's not a great place to ask about designing your entire region. Oh, pizza last Fridays. 2 at least similar to each other. You should make a video of all your stream Pokemon. Maybe. It'd be hard because they're owned by other people. Maybe. Perhaps. Alright. I've got to move Discord into another window so I can see all of the Pokemon that we're working with. Okay, I'm going to say my document again. Let's do it. I'm getting scared. Okay. So it's Leafeon, Glaceon, Miss Drevis. No, it's Miss Magius. The second one. And Litwick. Computer, pull up pictures of Rouge the Bat. Let's see. Let's get down to business. We'll go mostly evolution-like. There we go. Like this. Know how much you like the EVs. Start there. Start with what we know. Start with what we know. Nice long legs. There. A bit more forward than that. Big fiery tail. Make a bone based on an axolotl and a pig sea cucumber? I could! By day, I mean go to sleep because I slept for 48 hours and I feel like I'm about to... Sometimes sleeping more is the worst. Like when you're like, I'm going to catch up on sleep. And you're like, oh man, I took a nap in the day and it was like a 5-hour nap. And you're like, I feel awful. You ever had that? Or you're like, you take a nap and you're like, this is going to cure me. And you're like, I feel worse than ever. Yoda, do you think they'll give us the story of legendary dog cat trio? I hope so. Also, thank you for referring to them as dog cat thing. I have said so. I've done videos. Where I've mentioned them as like, oh yeah, they're like dog cat things. And I have so many people who come at me. Oh, we're getting there. I have so many people who come at me and are like, they're dogs. I'm like, they're not. They're referred to as the legendary beasts because they are dog-cat fusion hybrid things. So you can leave me right alone. More cat than dog. They are, and I have people who come and they're like, oh no, they're dogs. I'm like, if anything, they're cats, but they actually are canonically beasts. Cat dog? One fine day with a wolf and a purr, a baby was born and it caused a little stir. What is bugging about a three-eyed frog? Hey now, there now, little cat dog, cat dog. Cat dog. Alone in the world of the little cat dog. Alone in the world with a little cat dog. Eevee more like foxes. Kinda, yeah. Eevee's like a dog thing. It's, I think it's just a mammal. Like, that's its whole thing, is it's just a mammal. I have people who are like, oh, it's a dog. I'm like, it's not. It's a mammal. It's just animal. Yeah, animal. Like from the Muppets. Of course, you know the theme song? You mean the best theme song that's ever been on television? Oh, what a bug about it. The rat frog, he then hang out, little cat dog, whoo, cat dog. Alone in the world with a little cat dog. Starts with BAM. Cat dog, woo! Cat dog! Alone in the world with a little cat dog. Messed up thing is I know that Real Jingles Cog is gonna go to our Discord server and be like, they're just saying the entirety. What's this I hear about a cat dog? Ultra Beast? Poison Ghost make the most sense for a Pokemon based on a CO2 molecule. Poison Dark make more sense. Poison Dark, maybe? I mean, I'm assuming you're using CO2 for its, like, deadly qualities. So I guess Ghost would make sense. But it's not making Ghost. It's more scientific than that. So I'll go with Dark type. Leafy Bang. Oh, yeah, Leafeon. That's a good idea. Yes! I will get to it. I have to figure out how to fit it in. Alone in the world with a little cat dog. It's in my head now. Yeah, so it's animal. All I'm hearing is that I was right. No matter what the comments say. Fight me! No, Stern, you're wrong. Never ends well. I've only ever been right. It is a common trope in my friend group there that often I'll say something and people are like, Stern, that's like wrong. And I'm like, okay. And I'm right every time. Never once! Never once. They're like, I can't believe Stern's lying about his childhood. And they look it up and they're like, oh my gosh, that did happen. It was in the news or whatever. Always. Always. Nobody trusts me. I'm always right about it. Again. Fight me. I was teaching a class recently that ended with me saying the phrase, "I will be at your local Waffle House. Come and find me and we'll fight." Everyone said the dogs always poop facing north, and I thought he was being ridiculous, and I looked it up and it was true. Yeah! Just out of the Do you guys know that dogs only poop facing north? He goes, "You're an idiot." Looked it up and I was like, oh my god, it's true! I forgot about that. Only place suitable for battle. Every time my dog goes back and forth before he poops, I think of Stern. Northernly poops. Coming to a recent store near you. Record store near you. Listen, buddy. People think I don't know what I'm talking about. More often than not, they're wrong. Like when I used to say, hey, when I was a kid, we used to live in the sand waste and I was kept up every night by the banshees screaming. And they go, this guy's full of it. And then they looked it up and they're like, oh, he's right. Banshees. Banshees everywhere. Talking to Mrs. Stern about that recently, and I was like, yeah, because I used to live out in the wastes, and you know, it was hard to fall asleep. She goes, I know, the banshees. Always talking about the banshees. It's a big part of my childhood. I don't know what to tell you. International's new policy about the scalper situation. What was it? He almost always poops facing our fence, which is east. His next favorite direction to poop is south. Dog doesn't know how to tell directions. What's their scalper policy? Open the box? I know Target was doing that for a while. They were like, we're going to open the box for you. And people were like, no, don't do that. And I was like, oh, why? Got something to say? Scalpy? Poops are the banshees. Always. You always do this, Stern. You always bring up the banshees like this is getting out of jail free card. I'm sorry that my childhood was ruined by spirits. What do you want me to say? One time, Mrs. Stern was, we were dating, and she was wearing a pink brand shirt, which says pink in big letters on it. Right? Is there a banshee animal? No, they were banshees. They were banshees. She was at my house, and my dad looks at her shirt that's blue. It's a blue shirt with pink branding on it. And he looks at her and goes, oh, is that pink? And she laughs and goes, no, it's blue. And he goes, oh, okay, and walks away. And I look at her and I go, hey, just so you know, my dad is colorblind. She goes, what? And I said, he's colorblind. She goes, no, he's not. And about 2 seconds later, my dad calls me over because he works for a magazine. And he goes, hey, is this typeface here, is this in brown or green? I said, it's in green, Dad. He goes, okay, thank you. And I look back and she's just like, head in hands, oh dear God. And she was like, I made a terrible impression on him. And I was like, he doesn't care, you're fine. I think about that a lot. I should bring it up to her. I should remind her that that happened. Remember when you made fun of my dad for his disability? Remember when you laughed in his face over his disability? It's on the same layer. Ah! I think she's already thinking. I think she's never stopped thinking about it. Bring that up right before you buy Pokemon cards every time to Stunlock her. Every time it's floating at the end of its ear. Ooh, yes. I was going to put the necklace here, but yes. I was going to make the necklace from... Is it Miss Magius or Miss Drevis? It's Miss Magius, isn't it? Because she's a Magus. A Magus. If I could get... Right. I'd be happy as a clam. I'd be happy as a clam. Did I get it right? I cheated it. I could get it right. Did I get it right? Nope! Still an idiot! Call the news. Let them know. Nothing's changed. Let him know my dad was right. There we go. Cool. Got it. When I was a young boy, my dad beat me. It's Miss Magius because she's a Magus. Magus. Magus? 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 Miss Magius, yeah. You know the name Cookie Run Kingdom? I'm aware of it. I have not played it. So it would be hard for me to make a video on it. What's your question? Your question, you doing? Magus? Reagan? Reagan. Can we get an Arsenal football endorsement? I don't know enough about Arsenal football. My brother played on the team for a while. I won't tell you who he is. But I'm not a sports person. I don't know. I'll say he played on the local team. The local Arsenal team. Not like the big one. Just the positive is if you're not an officially licensed vendor or retailer, you will be charged and or worse. Worse? I'm sorry, sir, but you are not a licensed reseller. You're not a licensed seller. Oh, okay, I'll just leave. Oh, no, no. Your hands, please. What? Hands, please. We did the same to Ambipom, or as we call him now, No Palm. That's right. You know what you did. Give it some of them Litwick melting wax decals. Magius with an I at the end. If we are discussing spelling. Ooh. Yeah, I was discussing the pronunciation. Oh. Put an Ambipom's hand like that and the plastic surgery on the face. Oof. Helping they punish you, Infernal style. Kill him! Ah. Crush his fingies. Flay him in front of his loved ones. So you like to scalp, do you? Well, that's something you and I have in common. Oh, no worries. I'd like to buy some Pokemon cards, please. With what purpose? I'm going to amp up the prices and resell them back to people. Please, come with me to the back room. We have the best Pokemon cards back here. Oh, right on. I can't wait to sell those at triple their price. At least. Oh, how exquisite. Please, come this way. There's nothing back here. No, not for you. So you like to scalp, do you? As do I. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what this bit is leading up to. I have no plans. It's just, I don't know. I'm sorry. I love this. I love this too. The sickness is making you delirious. I think I'm just trying to not pass out. Perfect church laugh I've ever heard in my ears. Oh. How exquisite. Distraction and boredom? Yeah, something like that. Send them to Moon Prison for 1,000 years. Send them to Moon Prison for 1,000 moon years. You can't do this to people. You assume that scalpers are people. That's rich. I bought cards and they looked me dead in the eyes and said, "Do you mind if we open the box here just so we know you're not scalping?" I said, "I could not care less." And they said, "Oh, okay, cool." Every time they go and buy cards, they always ask, they're like, "Do you mind if we open the box here just so we know it's not being scalped?" And I'm like, I wouldn't care if you beat me to death. You wanna hear my pops from regular show? I feel like I could hit pops pretty well. I feel like I could do pops pretty good. After that little run around that we just did, I think I could do pops. Send him to the moon for 1,000 moon years. How long is a moon year? It's the same as an Earth year, but on the moon! The box of Pokemon cards was slightly opened and just had a good little chuckle to myself. Mordecai and Rigby, if we don't sell all of the pizza, how are we going to afford the tennis rackets? Even the third type of Pokemon is a good idea? No. I don't think so. I think it's going to cause more problems than good. Are we sure you aren't Pops? I'm gonna audition for more voice acting roles, doing just that voice, no matter what it is.
Dude, Benson is totally gonna fire us for scalping.
I'm gonna audition with just that voice. They're like, listen, this is our shadow creature. Do you think you could give us a voice that's like ethereal and spooky for our like big bad shadow monster character? Yeah, let me give it a go. Here we go.
You believe that you can stop me?
Like, okay, you can pick up your check on the way out. I'm like, oh, cool. Did I get the job? No, we're paying you to leave. Also, hi, it's Ash. Welcome to whatever this is. It hurts my voice so much to do that voice. But I also refuse to stop. Ready to hear your audition for Oscar Schindler?
I could have saved more! But I could have saved more! You know who else is stern? Mama!
They refer to this as pop-off. Oh, jeez. The demons. The demons are fighting hard today.
You know who else is fighting hard today? My mom!
Oh god, there's someone at my door. The mail. There we go. Glaceon, Leafeon, Miss Magius, and Litwicked. Either show characters of Pokemon at this point. Drawing my persona. Nice. Oh, we got a little... What's there? I'm Garrett Bobby Ferguson. Well, that's it for today. And remember, trust us with your weather. How's that? Rome wasn't built in a day. Gotta climb a little higher to the top of the display. Where there's a will, there's a way. Hello, chat. Hope y'all are doing good today. Hi, Chem Chaotix. Gotta slit a throat or two to make the weak obey. I think we're good. Have to touch up on these. Got it. Like someone has a smelly life-size plushie of it if it were a real Pokemon. Never answered. Have your kids been to Chuck E. Cheese? They have. Have you been banned? I have not. Comment on your new video. Also, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, no problem. Listen to Insane and Upside Down from Has-Been. Ooh. So the radio demon is back in town. Why is he hanging around? What does that mean for your family? Well, handily, I've got good news. He's a loser, a fossil, and I don't mean to sound hostile, but the demon is a coward. Well, my viewer's impossible. Visual, I'm visual. He's barely audible. Don't listen to the word he'd say. Don't give him the time of day. Nice vacay, but he should have stayed away. While he hid in radio, we pivoted to video. Now his medium is getting bloody rare. Hell's been better since he's split. Where's he been? Who gives a... Your opinions on Undertale and Deltarune? They're okay. This be my Pokesona, so I will commission them cost from you. Ah, no worries. I'm just having fun doing voices and drawing Pokemans. Them's the digs. Them's the digs. I love this design. How many little gaps I got? Ah! Ah! Little schmutz. Ah. Go. Turn your opinion on oxygen? Overrated. How about this one? Omni! Is that one good? How about this one?
'Cause you're a loser, baby, a loser. It's okay to be a...
Oh, that one. How's that one? You do Carl Weezer? He's mom. That one good? I try to go without oxygen for as long as possible. Going anime con tomorrow? That's nice. That's cool. I want to do more cons. I just want to go to more cons. What's his name? This is Gleefuswick. Gleefuswick. Actually not bad. But it's also not my Pokemon. I'm sick and I'm doing too many voices. And health. I got it out, Stern, but I'm glad I could catch you. Hey, thanks, Robot Red. Glad you were here. Leafuswick is correct. It's not my Pokemon. This one is, that's the shiny. Are my Pokemon. Look at them. Gonna be on Ko-fi. Ooh! I'm sick but must do impressions. I have no health, but I must scream. It's news to me that it's news to you. To which degree who answers to who? Oh, on and on, but in the end, who are we kidding? My divinity is past infinity. Am I getting through? See, our regime has plummeted south. No need to scream if you ain't got a mouth. Sure, I got all those parts. My heart hurts. Read comments on your old videos? Sometimes. It depends. Do you do pounds on coffee? I don't drink coffee. Believe it or not. Do Yogi Bear, Boo Boo, Quick Draw, McGraw, Scooby-Doo, Speedy Gonzalez, Stitch, Mario, Ditto, Yoshi, Porky Pig, Mickey Mouse, to name a few voices. Oh, so a lot of, what's his name? I love him, I forget. I can do a Scrappy-Doo.
Puppy power!
You say Ditto, do you mean Ditto from Pokemon or Ditto from Ben 10?
Woohoo!
I'm not gonna do Speedy Gonzalez. I don't want to be canceled that bad. Pokemon.
Hello. Hello.
But yeah, that's like a pretty good Scrappy-Doo. Thanks. Do Lumpy Space Princess. Oh, that's nice. That's a good one. That's a good one. Lumpy Space Princess. My heart hurt. Yes. I think it's the voices. Elvis Presley. I can do the voice of myself. Myself. We had Chiari Princess in here every now and then, who is an actual professional voice actor. And then I had a comment on one of my videos from one of the people from Knights of Guinevere, and that was cool. I was like, that's insane. And my good friend War Ash. Of course. So tired. You should sign me up for voice acting. Get on casting call. They told me that, like, you should go on casting call, and I was like, okay. Abel from Has Been Hotel. Have I done that yet? I haven't. I should do another Has Been Hotel video. Commissions are still open if you want to grab one. That absolute. But I should do another. Maybe I'll wait. They just announced season 5. Bye, Lorna. They just announced season 5 will be the last season, which I see as good news, because it means, like, oh, we're gonna get a season 3, 4, and 5. Lovely. I'm happy with that. Do Mufasa, Darth Vader. What a spectrum. I can do Mufasa and Darth Vader, or Mickey Mouse and Carl Weezer. And then literally any Keith David character. I'm the mascot of an evil corporation. Well, I'm going to get these guys up onto Ko-fi. If you're one of the people who got a commission today, those will be up on the Discord. Oh, and if you want to buy some designs, then make sure to head over to the Ko-fi. I'm going to throw these guys up there. The ones from today's video just dropped over there. All sorts of fun stuff. And, yeah. Guys, next week on Friday. Streaming every Friday. Every Friday till the end of time, because YouTube doesn't necessarily give me return. So, I will see you guys then. I love you. Say it back. Couldn't help but notice that some of you didn't say it back.